Those images you just saw was taken with this, the Fujifilm X100S. A camera that I thought would be a great addition to my arsenal, but ended up not feeling the best in my hands. Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new video. I'm Jimmy, a hobby enthusiast photographer based in Sweden, and in today's video we're talking about how I bought this camera just to sell it 2 weeks later. So I bought this X100S second hand, and as you can see it's well used. But I've had my eyes on the X100-series for a while now. I thought it would be a good way to dip my toes into the X100-series, both for the experience and to see if I like the Fujifilm system without spending a fortune, because I wouldn't call the X100-series budget friendly, really. So Malin and I went to Gothenburg, and I brought this Fuji with me thinking maybe this is the camera that makes 35mm finally click for me. And the reason I've been so interested in the X100 series is mainly because of the 35mm focal length. I mean, it's a classic field of view, versatile, natural and completely great for storytelling. And as you guys know, I haven't exactly clicked with my Olympus 17 f1.8, and I still can't quite put my finger on why. Maybe it's the rendering, maybe it's the handling, but I kept hoping that a 35mm equivalent on this Fuji would unlock something different for me. While I don't think these are the strongest compositions I ever shot, I was really happy with the results. I exposed both for the RAW and JPEG, and the JPEGs came out exactly how I exposed for them in camera, and the RAW files are super easy to work with. Fujifilm's color science really is excellent. But the more I used the camera, the more I realized something was off. And it wasn't about speed, because I mean, the X100S is actually quite old now, but my style is slow and steady anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And it wasn't about image quality. I liked what I got, and it wasn't the camera was bad either. I mean, far from it actually. It just didn't feel like home. I love the idea of the X100 series, and I still love the idea of straight out of camera photography. There's something meaningful about getting it right in camera, which I've talked about before here on the channel. That's what drew me to Fujifilm in the first place. But even though the images turned out exactly how I envisioned them, and even though I appreciated what the camera and the system were built for, the connection wasn't just there. The love never really showed up. I know I've only taken out the camera, the X100S, once, that time in Gothenburg, but honestly, that was enough for me to know. When I first picked up the OM 5, I immediately felt like, this is it. It fit my hands, my pace and my workflow, and the X100S, well, it didn't really disappear in my hand like the OM 5 does. And I don't think it's a matter of getting used to or learning the system further, but that intuitive connection, the click, it's not there. The X100S is compact, and the ergonomics are quite similar to the newer X100-series. It's a camera that looks and feels great on paper, but specs and design only take you so far. Photography is about feel, about flow, and for me, the X100S broke that rhythm. The more I used it, the more I felt distant to it. And I think this is where my logic finally beats my gas. I didn't need a new system. I wasn't missing anything. What I really value is a camera that disappears in my hand and just lets me create. And for me, that's still the OM 5. So I've now tried the X100S, and while I'm not disappointed at all in the results, I can confidently say that the X100 series is not for me. I'm not ruling out Fujifilm in the future, because they have some really competent and beautiful cameras, but aside of the X100 series, there's nothing that really have piqued my interest so far. The OM 5 is still the camera that feels like home to me. It just works, and more importantly, it works for me. So will I change system anytime soon? No, absolutely not. In fact, by the time this video comes out, this X100S will already be sold. Alright guys, have you ever bought a camera that you thought would be this is the one, but only to realize nope? Which camera was it and what didn't click for you? Let me know down in the comments, I'm really curious to hear your stories. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and consider subscribing, I appreciate it so much. But until next time, have a good day or evening, whenever you're watching this. Out!